Yes guys, what is up? Hope everybody is keeping well and welcome back to the channel. You can see in the chat there, the Christmas party was last night. Apologies, it has been delayed. We're here in mind, body and spirit, and hopefully we're going to help you for the next hour or so. Do let us know where you're watching from in the world. Give a like on the stream if you can. We've a lot to discuss. The triple captaincy is active. Let's get straight into it. Right then, who have we in the chat then? We've William, we've Keith, we've Phantom then as well. We've Polish Bear as always. Hope we're keeping well, lads. Yeah, I won't lie, it was tough getting up this morning. Had to make sure we got a stream done for this. But yeah, Christmas party last night, as I said. Let's forget about that for now. Let's worry about FPL for the next hour or so. Right, Mike is still in. All good, you can hear us all. We've Michael after with the donation there. Appreciate that, Michael. Fair play to you. Let's get into the Discord and help you with your team. Here's how my team is lining up anyhow. Triple captain is active. I'm probably going to make one transfer, whether that's going to be Thiago, Szoboszlai or Anderson. I'm probably leaning towards Anderson out at the moment for a Harry Wilson. Probably should have brought in Wilson last week. Maybe it's a bit of a mistake if I bring him in this week. I think with the thing with Wilson, it's with Anderson, it's relying on defcons every week. It's not an enjoyable way of playing FPL, and I think I just decided that last week. Right, I think I'm gonna have to make a move on him. Right. Anyway, let's get into Michael's team. Do drop a like on the stream if you can, lads and ladies at all. And if you are new to the channel, apologies again, I'm late. Hit subscribe if you can at all. And yeah, we've 52 minutes to go to the deadline. We are active at least, right? So what's Michael saying? 5 free transfers, 0.8 million in the bank. Raya, Virgil, Anderson, Timber. Defense is fine. Anderson, Dango. Dango's going to have to go, Michael. Foden, Bruno Fernandes, Saka, Haaland, Thiago, and Marquis. Dango's going to have to go. Maybe Anderson as well, William is saying here too, but Dango definitely has to go. Shirky, the fact you don't have a triple city, maybe you take a punt on triple city at that. Bring in Shirky. Phone's over there making noises, but that's alright. So you've 6.8 in the bank. Do you go for a Harry Wilson? Do you go for a Wafer? Do you go for a Shirky? The fact you have enough for Shirky, maybe I'd go for him, Michael. And then you could nearly do a second transfer then of Anderson to Harry Wilson. Maybe that's what I going for there. William saying Tavernier. I think he's okay for this week, Tavernier. After that, maybe not. And you're saying there, William saying then as well, the short term with Semenyo, you can't get to him but going Tavernier. I'd probably go Dango to Shirky and Anderson to Wilson. If you are playing the triple captain, make sure you do activate it then as well. I was getting paranoid last night when I was at the Christmas party that I locked in the triple captain just to be safe that it was active. But it is active here on screen, and we are live, as I said, before the deadline. But yeah, appreciate all the likes so far. We're on 11 likes already, which is great to see. We've 54 people watching us. Do drop a like and do subscribe if you haven't done so already. James Coleman in the chat, Michael, let us know if that's alright as well, and appreciate the donation there. James Coleman, Story Nile, how are you, James? Hope you're keeping well, man. Should I get rid of Szoboszlai starter? I'm gonna keep him now. Of Mukulele first on the bench. Let's take a look at what I'm potentially gonna do. To be honest, I was looking at Tavernier then as well, but let's get him up here. He's good for today, obviously, because we don't have Semenyo. But after that, I didn't like the fixtures after. That's exactly why. Brentford, Chelsea, Arsenal, and Spurs. Short term, yes. Same thing as what I did with Minta. I don't want to be, but then I'm kind of contradicting myself then with Wilson. Same thing with Minta though. What I did, I wanted to bring him in for that 1 week. After that, fixtures aren't great. Wilson here for the next 3 isn't that bad at all, to be fair. Even the Crystal Palace away. We saw Glasner put out the starting 11 yesterday. It's Crystal Palace still. They fairly put up to Man City last week for the first half. Anyway, they could have scored. Pino should have scored. Yermi Pino should have scored in the first half. But at least with Wilson, I don't mind him away to Crystal Palace. That's a game where he could get something even then as well. So Nottingham Forest, West Ham, Crystal Palace. I'm probably going to do that move. Wilson to Anderson. Could be a mistake keeping Szoboszlai. I want him for the Wolves and Leeds game, so that's why I'm going to keep him. Thiago then as well. He did train in parts during the week then as well. So you'd wonder if it was a Wolves game this week, I'd be thinking they'd bench him. But the fact that Spurs, if he is fit, I'd imagine Szoboszlai will play. Right, so this is what I'm thinking anyway. Wilson in for Anderson leaves me with 0.1 in the bank. Yeah, so I'm looking at that. It's only a short-term move, fair enough, for the next 3 weeks. Maybe I could be going back to an Anderson after that. But I think I want someone who can actually get attacking points. When Nottingham Forest scored 3 goals last week, looking at that Nottingham Forest come up on live score for the 3 times they scored, hoping it was going to be Anderson, and I was looking in vain anyway. But yeah, that's what I'm leaning towards anyway, bringing in Wilson. Sell Elliot Anderson to Wilson, set Smoker. That's exactly what I'm thinking then as well. Not locked in, but sure, look, we've 49 minutes to go until the deadline. Let's see if we do lock it in, but I'm probably leaning towards it then as well. Would you start Krupi or Anderson of Fulham? Anderson of Fulham there. Krupi did score against United, but it was off the bench. You'd surely think Evan Nielsen is going to start because he scored before him. Phantom Hawk, I'm doing Mbeumo to Bruno, and then the forwards I can do Thiago and Waltemade to Ekitike and Krupi, or I can do Waltemade to DCL. What do you think? Ekitike and Krupi is nice if you're benching Krupi. If you're bringing in Krupi to play him, I wouldn't be going with that. But Ekitike in is good, not if you're bringing in Krupi to play him. My plan was a bench boost this game, but I have Thiago and Welbeck. What to do? I think Thiago's going to be fine. It's whether or not Welbeck is going to start. There's a few games now. He's been on the bench, but I think Thiago will be fine. If you got your bench boost, the fixtures are there, probably just go for it. Do let us know what you make of the new Ireland jersey that I bought yesterday as well. I saw it in town, treated myself before the Christmas, and it's a cracker, Christmas cracker. Someone was asking about the Christmas jumper earlier. I got that off Classic Football Shirts, and no, I didn't win the best Christmas jumper in the office, which was a fix. Terrible. I don't know how I didn't win it, but anyway. Keith Wilmot, sorry. Morning Era Bud, would you start Anderson or Anderson? I'd start the attacker, but as I'm saying there, if you could move Anderson to Wilson, maybe go with that. Fair play for making it on then as well. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, sore head this morning, I won't lie. How's the head, lad? Yeah, that was the question there, Michael. Classic Football Shirts. Who's a good forward under 6.7 million? I'm trying to replace Waltemade, and I left with 6.7 million to do so. Evan Nielsen could be a good shout at that price. I think he's the only main one at that price, 6.7. Let's have a quick look here. For a striker. Plenty of messages on the Patreon then as well. I apologise if you are a member of the Patreon, you're waiting for me to get back to you. We will get back to you before the deadline, don't worry. Yeah, no, 6.7 he's too much, isn't he? 6.7 didn't he say? Yeah. Not many at all at this price. I'd probably just downgrade him, whoever you're trying to bring in, downgrade to Gui, and then upgrade your midfield there. Welbeck isn't certain of a start. Isidore has been on the bench the last couple of weeks then as well. Richarlison wouldn't go near him. Evan Nielsen, you can't get to him. Callum Wilson, no. Not even Raul then as well. Harry Wilson is a Fulham attacker you want then as well. So that's what I'm looking like doing this week. I have 2 free transfers. If I make the Wilson transfer, I'll still have two transfers next week. So I'm leaning towards that just for the attacking threat anyway. When you have a chance, you can look at mine, of course, William. Sorry, apologies, I missed that then as well. Alright, let's get William's one up here on screen then. 65 in the chat, which is great to see. As I said, if you are watching and you haven't subscribed, please head on down there, click subscribe on the channel. It'd be great to get close to 8.7k before Christmas. We're about 30 subs off that. But as I said, if you are watching, click subscribe if you haven't done so already. Right then, William, where are we going? William is absolutely flying. He's about top 1k at the moment. 1.7 million and 4 free transfers. Raya Hincapie, Virgil O'Reilly, Saka, Wilson, Bruno Fernandes, Foden, Minta, Haaland captain, Thiago. Get that Haaland triple captain active, William. Get it done now for this week, and you can roll there. That team is looking very strong. Even Minta this week, I got rid of him 2 weeks ago, last week. He looks good this week against Sunderland, so I'd keep him in there. All good there. Probably would move Mukalele for a sub for the DEFCON. I just have a good relationship with Mukalele all season. You know that if you're following the channel all season, he's looked after me a few weeks. So maybe probably move Mukalele for a sub, and then you're good to go then. But activate that triple captain if you haven't already, William. You can roll there. All good. Thiago or Waltemade this week? Definitely Thiago. As I said, Keith Andrews said he's got a knock, but I think he's going to be fine. Should be fine anyhow. But I'm going to play him. What to do with Welbeck? Currently I've got him bench, but I got Rice or Thiago that I can swap him with. Play Rice and Thiago, all good there. I'm going to get a poll going. Let's see what the story is with the triple captain, because I had a poll up on Instagram during the week. Are you TC this week? I had a poll up on Instagram during the week. The majority of people were voting no on triple captain Haaland, which I was surprised by that. So there could be ground to make up this week. Hopefully there is. As I said, 22k overall. We're going well this season. First off the vote there, 58% already saying no. Hi mate, it's been a while. Fishing and foul, good to see you, man. Any news on Thiago? He's still a doubt. He's got a knock, but I think he should be okay. Thanks, wouldn't be near 1k, only for your great advice, William. Good man. Only if I listened to myself last week and went with Wilson, I'd be nearly up there with you then as well. Need your suggestions. Virgil, Senesi and Anderson. Who do I bench this week? Anderson out of those. Play Virgil and play Senesi, and you're all good there. Beezy, hey mate, should I sell Vandenberg to O'Reilly or keep until next week? Otherwise I was thinking of using 2 of my transfers to sell Timber to Hincapie Riley and Thiago to Ekatike. Vandenberg to O'Reilly, good to go there. Get O'Reilly in for this game. You need triple City, especially if you're not triple captain Haaland. At least you need triple City. I can see City running right today. Who to start between Mukiele, Van Heck and Thiago? Thiago seems to have been dropped anyway for Newcastle, so maybe, as I say, go back to my main man Mukiele, get him into the team. Thiago or Waltermid, Thiago this week. L Shivers, Wildcard 17 going Ekatike, not Saka. Rice or Shade for Bruggen or Sanchez, ready for 21-22 or Raya plus Dubravka. Ryan Dubravka, I hate doubling up on the goalkeepers. Who's that in the chat there then as well? Seba, £4.99. I really do appreciate that, man. Hi mate, in draft and have Mateta. Drop for Evan Nielsen. Drop Anthony Robinson for Saliba. Keep Mbeumo for AFCON. Or drop for Shade. With the draft, I'd keep... Glasner said Mateta's going to start this week, so I probably would keep him for this week. Don't drop him to Evan Nielsen just yet. And then drop Mbeumo for... or keep him for AFCON. If you can bench him, fair enough. If you can keep him for that while, do... I think if you do get rid of him, people are going to go in for him. So keep him Mbeumo. And then would you drop Anthony Robinson for Saliba? I probably would get Saliba there. Need one of those Keen USA 94 jerseys, yeah. Christmas jumper on classic football shirts, Michael, get into it there. Near 11 with the donation then as well, man. I do appreciate that. Start Mateta, Minta. Bench order is Mateta, Minta, Tarkowski, Alderete. Also mid options at less than 6 million for game week 18. Get Wilson in here and you're good to go for the next couple of weeks. But what are we saying? Start Mateta or Minta. Do the two of them if you can. Bench order Mateta, Minta, Tarkowski. Out of those, maybe just would start Minta. Mateta seems to be subbed off around the 60th, 70 minute now. He's getting subbed off very early each week. But I would start Minta this week against Sunderland. What's the latest on Thiago Higgins? And also, will there be any parking at yours? And also, Merry Christmas. There should be parking at mine. You can park in front of my car. Hopefully there will be any. And Merry Christmas, exactly, Higgins. You'll be down at 3 o'clock. Hopefully cheering on Haaland coming away with a haul. What's the latest on Thiago? He has a knock. He is a doubt. But I'm gonna start him. I think he should be fine. 54% triple captain and Haaland, which is good to see. Once again, near 11. I really do appreciate the donation. And Seba there then as well. So what I was saying, Seba, in draft, have Mateta, drop him for Evan Nielsen. I probably would keep Mateta and then drop Anthony Robinson for Saliba. Probably would do that for Saliba. Bring in Saliba and then just keep him Mbeumo if you can bench him over the AFCON. All good there, man. $4.99. Really do appreciate that for that donation there. Yeah, start Minta there near 11. Let us know if you're all good with that. Appreciate the donation then as well. When is the best time to free hit? Before game week 19 anyway. Make sure you use it. If you don't have Triple City this week, maybe this is the week to use it. Get the Triple City lads in. And if you don't have your triple captain, use your free hit. Load up on the lads. Even Shirky this week is a nice punt. If you go Foden and Shirky, all good there. Know anyone that has a Keen USA 94 jersey? I don't, Michael. I'd love one myself, but no, I don't. Van de Ven on the bench. Who else are you starting there, Andrew? Minta swapped out for Wilson. No, I'm swapping out Anderson for Wilson on my team here. But if you want to swap out Minta, I probably wouldn't do that this week. I'd keep Minta for that Sunderland game. Yusuf, how high would you start? Anderson of Fulham or Anderson of Forest? Or Mukiele versus Brighton? Forest looked in good form. I can see goals for Fulham and Forest in that game. Maybe Anderson if you do get the DEFCON with him off this week, but I'm going Anderson to Wilson. I think just locking that in. Not yet, but it's on screen here that I am going to do it. Hi mate, best Dewberry Hall replacement, got 7.3 million in the bank. If you don't have triple Arsenal already, get Declan Rice in and you're good to go then. Bench 2, start 2, Enzo Rice, Fulham, Anderson. Enzo, Rice, Fulham, Anderson and Thiago. Enzo and Rice, there's the two you're starting there. Anderson to Minta, already on Wilson. I'd keep, would you go Minta in this week? I wouldn't bring him in this week. If you have him, you keep him. If you don't have him, I wouldn't be bringing him in. It's just if you're looking to get rid of him, I wouldn't. Can you suggest a good goalkeeper excluding Raya and Donnarumma? Not much outside of it. Let's have a look at goalkeepers for the next couple. For this week, if you're on free hit, Petrovic, but he was an absolute shambles against United on Monday evening. Decent fixtures. Pickford doesn't look too bad after this week. Burnley, Forest, Brentford, not the worst for Pickford. Maybe Pickford, if you are bringing him in this week, don't be relying on a clean sheet. I think Everton will struggle this week against Arsenal. They've got a couple of injuries with Dewsbury Hall and Grealish, and Ndiaye and Idrissa Gana Gueye gone off the AFCON, so I think they will struggle this week. Right then, what are we saying? Right, what's the time? 10:20. A lot to get through in this Patreon then as well, so let's try and jump through this then as well. As I said, if you are watching and you're not subscribed, please consider going on down there, click and subscribe. We've got a few new subs since we started this, which is great to see, so I really do appreciate that, and thanks for tuning in. How was Xmas party? Jovial, good. Small bit shook. I think you can hear it in my voice then as well. I should have brought my bottle of water over with me then as well. I'm dying for a bit of water here, but it's grand. We've 38 minutes to get through this first before I can think about having a sup of water. But no, it was good. It was good. I'm glad I'm up now, getting the stream done. It was difficult getting up this morning, but look, it's this time of year. Game is coming thick and fast. We have to make sure everyone is looked after, and that's why we're up and getting the stream active. Right. We did that. Start Senesi, Van Hecker, Vandenberg, Senesi with that Burnley fixture. Get him in for that. I reckon it's worth using a transfer to buy Diakite for Mukulele strictly for a bench boost. I wouldn't know. Just play Mukulele. Good chance he could get DEFCON in that Brighton game. So that's what I go for there. I already do have Rice. Skewer, right? What were you saying? So let's have a look. 7.3 million in the bank. If you don't have Shirky, go for Shirky this week. Nice differential for that West Ham game. I think he's under less than 10% owned. Wilson or Shirky this week? This week alone, Shirky. Why not? Why not against West Ham? I think he will do well. Why is Virgil a good start this game? Because I see a lot of people starting him. That Spurs game could be a good one for an attacking return for Virgil. Good one for DEFCON then as well. Surely they have to get something this week. Liverpool, after that win against Brighton last week, surely they have to do well. Story I'll have one free transfer. Mario, good to see you, man. First off, William there. Sorry, William. Are Sunderland during AFCON a team to target? Lost 3 starters to AFCON. Maybe. As I said, if you have Minta, you're in a good position there, William. You have Minta. If you have him, start him. If you don't have him, I wouldn't be bringing him in this week. But if you do have him, go for it. Can I send you the link on? I will, Michael, after this. Remind me in the Discord and I'll send it on to you after. No bother at all. Got double Saka, right? Should I sell either? No, keep them Arsenal lads. A lot of players missing for Everton this week, so I think they will struggle. So don't get rid of the Arsenal lads at all. They were poor against Wolves last week, but they should do well this week. Let's see how they go. Right, back to Mario. Sorry, Mario, skipped you there. I've one free transfer and Munoz injured. Can't get O'Reilly as of 3 City lads already. Might just roll off 2 next week. Go for it. If you can get the Shirky, go for that. If not, just roll. But you could be on for a red arrow without having 3 City this week. Near 11 in the chat then as well with the donation. Appreciate that, man. Start Minta or Ekitike. Ekitike out of the 2, but I would start the 2 of them if you can at all. Go with the 2 if you can. Right, phone is buzzing here. Who's on to me? Grand. Right then, a lot of messages to get through here. I'm new to the group. How's it work? I'm on FPL. Send me a DM. So send me a DM. Good few new members on the Patreon then, which is great to see. As well, about 50 or so messages to get through here, but we'll do our best to get through it before the deadline. Hello there. So this is my team for the next game. I have 1 free transfer and 0.8. I'm thinking about getting Calafiori instead of White since I need an Arsenal defender. Other than that, I don't think I need a -4 or anything, but I had an idea to bring Semenyo and O'Reilly with a -4 and then eventually replace Munoz with Gabriel once he returns. If I did this -4, I would certainly remove Evan Nielsen as well and maybe replace him with Guy. Van Heck, Byrne, Anderson, Foden, captain, Bruno, Trossard, Haaland, Thiago, Evan Nielsen, Rice on the bench then as well. Right, play Rice over Bruno. Have you enough for Byrne to O'Reilly? That's what we're saying there, right? We're doing Welbeck and Saka to Ekatike and Semenyo. Do not get rid of Saka this week. Definitely not. East side or west side Galway. I live on I'm east side. I live literally in town, so I do. Right, lot to get through here then as well. Don't have enough for your 2 suggested transfers, Michael. Let's get back to you. So what are we saying? You can't get the Cherky, fair enough. What? How much is Cherky? Is he 7? What? Let's have a look here. I hate this now. I'm going to have to change the midfielder. Grand. Cherky 6.5, and Wilson is, you should, 6.5, 6.8, 6.5, and you've bang on enough money, Michael. Yeah, you've 6.8 in the bank. Dango to Cherky, Anderson to Wilson. That you should have exactly the funds for that, Michael. Do let us know if my maths are. If the maths are correct, you should have bang on enough for that. Morning, bro. My team is Sanchez, O'Reilly, Virgil, Goodmunson, Foden, Anderson, Saka, Semenyo, Thiago, Raul, and Haaland triple captain. Bench Dubravka and Buemo. Get rid of Buemo. Any transfers or roll. Wildcard game week 18. So if you're wildcarding next week, take a punt this week. So who could you go for? You already have Semenyo. You already have Haaland triple captain, which is good to see. Mbeumo to a punt then this week. Maybe a Cherky, or do you have Triple City already? Or you do, sorry, O'Reilly, Foden. Who's a good lad for a 1 week punt for Mbeumo? If not, just go Bruno Fernandes. But for a 1 week punt, would you go even Kevin Shade against Wolves for a cheeky punt? Maybe with a Tara gone to AFCON, he'll have to be. He'll have to be coming with the returns. Michael, let us know if you can do that. I think you can with bang on the money. Right then, let's go back to here. Jesus Christ, a lot of messages here. Right, I've 2 free transfers, 2.4 in the bank. I'm thinking of getting rid of Wall to make an attack, but also need to strengthen my defence. 2 free transfers, 2.4 in the bank. He already has Bruno Fernandes. I'll do Saka and Guy in there. All good there. What else in the chat? Currently 1.4k. Wow, all good there. Bench boost with Kelleher, Dubravka, Timber, O'Reilly, Tete, Gahey, Goodmunson, Saka, Bruno Fernandes, Wilson, Anderson, Haaland, Ekatike, Thiago. Should I change Thiago to Raul Jimenez? No, I'd keep Thiago. Take the risk. If he starts that game, he could easily do well this week. 1.4k with bench boost. Hope that goes well for you, man. No, I just keep Thiago. I wouldn't go with that. Right then, what are we saying here? In all honesty, there's a lot to do. Right, all this, I'm not now. Okay, grand. I've a bit of a mess after splashing 5 free transfers. Maybe roll with more leisure and 2 in the bank. Roll this week. Roll there, Peter. Roll, right, all good there. Next up, seems solid considering, right, 2.8 and 3 free transfers. What do you think? He's playing 5-3-2. Virgil, Esteve, O'Reilly, Anderson, Gahey, Bruno, Saka, Rice, Haaland, and Thiago. Why are you benching Minta? Playing Minta over Esteve there. Joe, do not bench Minta there. One in replacing Wall made with Ekatike as well. However, Semenyo, Evan Nielsen emerge as a strong choice as well. PS 1.8 million and 3 free transfers. Wilson, Anderson. You could even do Semenyo in. Semenyo and Guillen for Anderson and Walt. That's what I go there. Right, back to this YouTube chat. Let's keep this going as well. What to do with Bruno G? Move him on. If you can get the Semenyo, that's the easy option there. Go with that. If not, Harry Wilson, get him into the team there if you can at all. Right, let's sort this camera out. Is it okay on the lineup? All good there. Grand. Right, let's get back into this. Right, all good there. Good to go, or would you suggest any changes? Raya, O'Reilly, Virgil, Haaland captain. Good to go. Good to go there. Good to go, Mark. Well, bud, Mateta or Epictetus on free hit. Neither. Who is Epictetus? Is that a wrong spelling, or who does he even play for? Have exactly enough, and it wasn't out last night, Michael. There you go. The maths was adding up, so all good. High FPL, would you suggest use free hitting this week or use 2 free transfers at no money in the bank? Anderson to, you can't do it, so roll team is strong. James Adams there. All good, James. Don't forget the triple captain for those who haven't. Exactly. 56, 109 votes, 56 triple captain and 44% not, which is interesting. Ready to go with this. Rolling, but gives me 5 free transfers, a better chance of highest score in there. Roll. All good there. That's roll there, all good. We're going Anderson to Tavernier. Already have Wilson. For a 1 week punt, there's nothing wrong with it at all. Nothing wrong with it. Ekatike for Liverpool crossing. Iconic prize. Who was that? Sorry. If that was the person asking me, Mateta or Ekatike with the wrong spelling, go with Ekatike. Excuse me, Jesus. Go with Ekatike there. That's what I'll be saying. Right, hey FPL, I have 2 free transfers, 0.3 in the bank, can't afford Anderson to Wilson. What do you recommend for the game week? Triple captain on Haaland activated this week. Roll if you can't afford Wilson. Roll if you can't afford Wilson. Ekatike and Mateta, go with Ekatike out of those. FPL, any thoughts here? Gahey, Virgil, Timber. First off there, who's this? Owen McDonald with the $5.99. Get yourself a cure after the stream, Owen. I appreciate that. My friends from college are coming down right after the stream, so I'm in no form to go back to the pub, but we'll be there for the day. Hopefully Haaland can make it a bit better and get over this hangover. Get yourself a cure, Owen. Really do appreciate that, man. That's all good. Iconic prize. It's me crossing. Who's that? Iconic prize. I don't know who it is. I'm sorry. I'm going to guess it's Richie, but I don't think it is. And Mbeumo out for Shade, then bench Raul to start Shade as a punt. I'm wildcard next game week. I don't mind it. But if you're benching Raul against Nottingham Forest at home, there's a chance Raul could do well in that game. Iconic prize. My friend from college, I think it's Richie. So, Chalaba, Lacroix, and O'Reilly. Oh, McDonald, really do appreciate that, man. Thank you for that. Foden rose again last night. I'm just getting that notification there that they've risen in price. A couple of new subs then as well, which is great to see. If you are watching and you haven't subscribed, we're 20 subs off hitting 8.7k. It'd be great to hit that before the deadline if we could at all. So if you are watching and you haven't subscribed, please do consider heading on down there. Click and subscribe. Your support is very much appreciated and you'll get me one step closer to hitting 10k. Right then, 27 minutes to go until the deadline. How are we looking in the chat? We're on 31 likes then as well. If you haven't liked the stream, go down there, click like. Let's try and get to 40 or so in the next couple of minutes. And we're nearly on 100 people watching us, which is great to see. Specs are on today then as well. That's how you know how shook I am that the specs are on. Get the likes and subs, everyone. Appreciate that, William. Good man. Big landmark, 8.7k iconic price. Exactly. I still need to find out who iconic price is. Hey, bro, didn't get a reply about Thiago Mo. Apologies. What to do with him? I've done Bruno G to Semenyo now, as I thought he was going up last night and would have been priced out. Keep Thiago Mo, play him. I'm playing him this week. Don't take him out of the team. I think it's worded. It's not a cert that he's going to start, but it's worth just starting him. If he starts that Wolves game, he could be on for a nice haul. So keep him in the team there. FPL can't afford Wilson. Did that on FPL. Any thoughts here? Gahey, Virgil, Timber, Sabasai, Foden, Bruno G, Rice, Haaland, Thiago, João Pedro. Don't like the João Pedro. He has triple Fulham, or has triple Man City already. Who can you go there? 1 million in the bank. João Pedro to Guy leaves with how much? JP to Guy leaves with how much? To Guy leaves you with how much? A lot of messages here now to get through, but we're gonna go. We're multitasking to the max here. Evan Nielsen or Mateta this week. Go with probably Evan Nielsen there, Shaggy. Go Evan Nielsen. Okay, bro, was the Semenyo move good? It was. Just realised Bruno has only blanked once at home. Also, who to play out of Van Dijk and Richards. Van Dijk out of those, I would have probably moved Bruno G on anyway. Semenyo is very good this week. My defence is very bad. O'Reilly, Virgil and Timber. There's nothing wrong with that defence, I'm sorry. But fair enough. Let's see how we get on this week. What do you think of this team? 2.7 in the bank and 2 transfers. Virgil, Dallo is interesting. Timber, Anderson, Bruno Fernandes, Foden, Wilson, Thiago, Ekatike, Haaland. Roll there. Linda, roll that transfer. Right, next up then. Foden captain try against Haaland. I'm on Haaland. Right, good stuff. Right, we're getting through these anyway. Good to go. All good there. Looking good. If you have the triple captain, get that locked in. If you do, start Richards or Anderson this week. Richards probably out of those. Next up then. FPL thoughts, can't get Wilson from Anderson. Triple captain on all good. Saka, Anderson, Foden, Bruno, O'Reilly, Virgil, Timber. All good there, just roll. Do I get Bruno G for Szoboszlai? No. Don't do that. No. Roll. All good. Right. Do the best free hit team for my mate. Oh, it's Richie. It's definitely Richie. So, best free hit team. Let's go down to the fixtures here. Right. 25 minutes ago. We've a good bit of time at least. Best free hit team. Triple City. Haaland, Foden, and one of Shirky or O'Reilly. Get that locked in there, Shaggy. At least one attacker from Brentford. I probably would risk it with Thiago, to be fair. So that's 4 players. Bournemouth, two lads from Bournemouth, Semenyo and Senesi. You're up to 6. You probably have to go double Arsenal defence against a weak Everton side, so that's up to 8. Ryan and Hincapie, or Hincapie and Timber, sorry. That's up to 8. Probably will go Harry Wilson, make it to 9. Even Anderson, make it to 10. And a little differential then as well. Probably Minta, and that's your 11 there. That's a free hit this week. Go with that, Shaggy. And hopefully you keep ahead of Higgins anyway. Right, how are we looking? 23 minutes. Let's go back up to my own team here. I haven't confirmed this transfer yet, but it probably will be. 131 votes on the poll. 58% on Haaland triple captain. And 42% on not, just Haaland itself. Hey Era, start Anderson or Statch this week. Anderson. Bench Anderson or take a -4 for Cucurella to Senesi. Don't do that. Don't do that -4. Definitely don't do that. What to do if I have 5 free transfers but genuinely no good transfers to make? Should I just burn 1 transfer? Yes. Because if you don't make it, you lose it. You can only max out on 5. Thoughts on the bench boost team? Alex, Donnarumma, Timber, Richards, Gahey, Saka. You badly need that Crystal Palace clean sheet. Tavernier, Foden, Wilson, Ekitike, Haaland. And then Thiago, Dubravka, Minta, Coyote, Goodmunson. I don't mind that bench boost either. Dubravka, Minta, not the worst. Could get a few save points, Dubravka. You're going to be reliant on Minta. And I'm not that confident of a Leeds clean sheet there, to be honest with you, against Palace. But sure, look, if Minta does well, if you come away with 10 points, you're all good there. Right, how are we looking then? 22 minutes to go. As I said, if you haven't liked the stream, go down there, click like on the stream, and if you are watching and you haven't subscribed, click subscribe on the channel. Your support is greatly appreciated. Jay here then as well. 1.2 in the bank, 1 free transfer. Thoughts here. Also have free hit remaining. You can roll maybe Semenyo to in for Gordon if you want. Walter mid Virgil on the bench. I'd play Virgil over Muke. Right. Hey Dan, who's Dan? Should I go Semenyo even if he has 4 yellow cards? Already made ends with the Wilson transfer. Should I go for Semenyo? Nothing wrong with going for Semenyo if you know in your head that he is on 4 yellow cards. If you can come to peace with that, if he does get a yellow card, nothing wrong with going Semenyo if you want to do that. Same with Szoboszlai last week when he moved to that right back role against Brighton. Yeah, he could have got a yellow card on one occasion. Thankfully he didn't. I thought he was going to make a rash challenge. And the thing about that then as well, if Szoboszlai does play and he gets a yellow card, he's got Christmas off. He can't do that. What to do with Thiago? Mo, keep Thiago. Keep him. Sorry Mo, only getting back to you now. Hopefully he plays. Right, all good. 20 to Alice, you're all good there. Cole in the Patreon. What are we saying, Paul? Or Cole, sorry. Virgil, O'Reilly, Tede, Bruno, Saka, Foden, Anderson, Statch, Haaland and Thiago. 0.4 in the bank. Not ideal going from Statch to how many FT? Let's see what you have. Are Krupi or Thiago expected to start? Miss out. They're doubts. They are doubts. Well, Thiago definitely is. I'm not sure about Krupi. I do think Evan Nielsen is going to start over Krupi. The fact Evan Nielsen scored. I know Krupi scored off the bench, but I do think it's Evan Nielsen's game to start. Go with this team. Triple captain on Haaland. All good. Good to go. Good to go there. Right. All good. Vardy, all good differential over O'Reilly. He's more of an attacking threat, Vardy, but that's saying a lot because O'Reilly does have a lot of attacking threat. But I'd still keep O'Reilly and then just use the money elsewhere. Upgrade your midfield if you have to. If you want to go from Anderson to Wilson, do that. But I'd go O'Reilly over Vardiol. You go into an American football team captaincy video week of Super Bowl. What week is the Super Bowl, Saw Doctor? I need to do a rugby kick anyway. Maybe I swap it into an NFL one. But what week is the Super Bowl? Do let us know. Mo, what move am I making this week? I've currently Wilson in for Anderson, and I'm keeping Szoboszlai. I need to take a look at sorry for calling you Dan. What should I call you? Niall is my name. Nice to meet you, man. Bizu Byzid Tusk. Niall is my name. Nice to meet you, man. Call me whatever you want. Dan's alright. William in the chat there. Is Ekatika Thiago very sideways this week? Have exactly the amount. Slightly worried he goes up and I'm priced out without a second transfer. I think I'd keep Thiago, William. You're flying, so maybe you go for it. But I think I'd keep Thiago. If you have enough for him, you could be tempted into doing him. Fair enough, but I think I'll keep Thiago. If Thiago starts and he hauls, you'll be kicking yourself. Thanks, mate. Appreciate the help. Keep up the good stream. Appreciate that, man. Am I wearing the Christmas jumper jersey out tonight? No, I'm on strike with the Christmas jumper jersey. Didn't win best Christmas jumper in the office. An absolute disgrace. That Drogba gif, an absolute disgrace. So that's back in the press for Christmas. I should have probably wore this on this stream, but I said I'd try on the new Ireland jersey while I got it yesterday. Start 2, Marino, Minta and Thiago is who we'll be going for there. Did Niall make changes this week already? We'll have it in 10 minutes. All good. Who to start alongside with Senesi and Anderson, Konsa, Tarkowski or Mukalele? Muke, I think there. That's who we'll be going for there. I need advice and guidance. My season is a disaster. Everything I'm doing is wrong. Bench boost, triple captain for 6 points. OBS disconnected. Are we back? We're back. All good, right. OBS disconnected there. Let's see. Are we looking at a black screen? Are we all good? We're okay. We're good. Right. Apologies about that. OBS disconnected there. Right. He needs guidance here. Sanchez, Anderson, Hincapie, O'Reilly, Bruno, Rice, Foden, Wilson, Haaland, Thiago, Calvert-Lewin. Wow. I'd start Timber. Don't take any hits. Wouldn't have gone for DCL myself. Right, all good. Timber to Hincapie and Anderson to O'Reilly. If it's for free, maybe. If I wouldn't be getting rid of Timber then as well. That's a bit of a sideways move. O'Reilly, surely you can get someone else in instead of O'Reilly. Maybe you go from an Anderson to Cherky if you can. But no, I don't think if they're 2 for free, Oscar, and if you've got 4 or 5 transfers, maybe go with that. But I wouldn't be going wasting transfers on that if you've only got 2 left or that. No, I wouldn't do that. High made Van Dijk, Van Heck, Timber, Anderson, and Szoboszlai. Pick 4 out of 5. Szoboszlai, you're going to have to play him and I hope he starts. Timber, Van Dijk, and Anderson. There you go. There's your 4. Still got 2 chips, bench boost and free hit. Best time to use each. If you don't have Triple City this week, why not use a free hit this week and try and get attacking players in from City when I think Haaland is going to do well this week. So Triple City this week. Bench boost, it all depends on your bench, man. Let us know who's on your bench and then we can decide then as well. But use it sooner rather than later anyway, because it'll go in game week 19. You don't lose out on those points. Should I bring in O'Reilly for Gahey? If it's 1 free transfer, go for it. O'Reilly is a solid pick for the next couple of weeks anyway with 8 in Oregon to AFCON, so I'd go for that. Right, roll this week, all good there. Go with that. Leaves me with 4 million in the pot. Can you get Saka in there? It's time for Haaland to shine. It definitely is. FPL, I can do Mbeumo plus Szoboszlai to Wilson, Bruno, or should we get Semenyo? Mbeumo to Semenyo. Go with that. Just do that. There's Tarek, sorry, he's in the chat here. Semenyo in. Go with that, Tarek. If I had the money for Semenyo, I'd go from this week, but I just can't get to him. Right, then a quarter to Raya, O'Reilly, Anderson, Gay, Virgil, Hincapie, Bruno, Foden, Saka, Minta, Haaland, and Thiago. Good to go. Roll. All good there, man. Roll. Why are you making Saka as vice captain instead of Foden? Do you know what? You're right. That's a good shout. Right, I'm gonna make this move now. Could be a mistake. I just want to bring in an attacking player. I know I brought in Anderson for the DEFCON. I just was sick watching that Nottingham Forest game on live score. Sorry, I wasn't even watching. I was watching on live score when the goals are coming in, and the fact I was hoping that it was going to be a return from Anderson. No, Wilson is coming in. Could be a mistake with Thiago and Szoboszlai. Doubts. I have cover on the bench. There we go. That's my transfer done. Wilson is in the team here. Triple captain is active. Make sure if you are activating it that you do activate it, or that you want to play it. Make sure you do play it. And you're dead right. I'm going to change the vice captain to Foden there. Save my team. All good there. Right. And that's how we're looking like this week. Right. We've 13 minutes to go. Keep the questions coming in. Keep the subs coming in if you can. Hey, can you say whether I can start Richards for Van Dijk or Timber? No, play the two of them. Play Van Dijk and Timber. Go with that. Anderson or Gahey this week? Probably Gahey, to be honest with you, against Leeds. Start Kelleher or Petrovic against Burnley. Bench Wilson to play Van Heck. No, play Wilson. If that's Fulham Wilson, play Wilson, not the West Ham one. It's time for Haaland to shine. Here's hoping. Exactly. Jean-Michel Pichet. Bro, same team as yours, but can't do Anderson to Wilson. Roll, so if you can't do that. Scott, my current team is with 2 free transfers to use, 0.1 in the bank, meaning that can't afford Anderson to Wilson. If you can't get him, just roll. All good there. Do you think Sells will start? He didn't start last week. If you have him, I'd probably move him on. I wouldn't be wanting a Nottingham Forest defender in my team. Any chance you can post a team? Sending now. Right, let's get this sent in to keep everyone in the Patreon happy that can't tune in. Lad, have 5.6 left. Who do I place with Dewsbury Hall? Who do I get in for 5.6? You're priced out of Wilson, so I just benched Dewsbury Hall. Save the transfer for next week, and then try and upgrade him then after that. But I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't go for a midfielder under 5.6 million. It's only Anderson. I wouldn't go with that. I'm after getting rid of him. So if I'd be telling you Anderson, that's not great advice, because I'm just after getting rid of him. Roll, bench Dewsbury Hall if you can this week, and then look towards getting 2 transfers in and upgrading them then. Right, then let's send this in here. Triple captain is active. 22k overall, as I said. Let's see, hopefully we can get one step closer to the top 10k with a triple captaincy chip. Surely we can. If Haaland gets a double-digit return, surely we can. Rice or Saka? Saka, definitely. Start the 2. Elliot Anderson or Mateta on the bench. Elliot Anderson, start Mateta. Szoboszlai, Van Dijk, Richard, start 2. Szoboszlai and Van Dijk. Anderson or Van Heck. Cherky good for the next 3-4 game weeks. I don't mind that Cherky pick at all. If you want to go with Cherky, go for it. I'm on bench boost. Would you do Szoboszlai to Wilson and Road on to O'Reilly? Probably would there. If you're on bench boost, just go for it, just to be safe. Get those 2 players in. You should see some good returns from those this week. Right, we're nearly on 50 likes, which is great to see. Then we've 80 people in the chat, which is also great to see. 10 minutes to go till the deadline. If you are watching and you haven't subscribed, please do consider clicking subscribe on the channel. We're about 17 subs off hitting 8.7k. That'd be great to hit that before the deadline. Or I said, but yeah, before the stream ends. But yeah, same thing. Do I start Thiago or use transfer to bring in and play Ekatike? I'd start Thiago. Go with that. AX transfers: Raya, Virgil, Hincapie, Anderson, Szoboszlai, Foden, Bruno, Saka, Anderson, Haaland, Thiago. Roll there. All good. Roll there. William, thanks for the advice. I think I knew the answer to confirm. Ekatike next week and no rises in between, hopefully. Good stuff. Yeah, if Thiago starts today, as I said, William, if he starts today and did well, you'd be kicking yourself if you got rid of him. In Bruno G or Szoboszlai for Bruno G. What about Wilson? Semenyo would be the priority. Right, all good. Vigo, good morning. I managed to sell Bruno G and Waltermaid and got Saka and Guy. Means I've played cash in the defence, which is not great, but I guess these are my best options for now after the transfer. Yeah, Van de Ven, Gahey, Senesi, Cash, Bruno, Saka, Enzo, Foden. Go with that. Any more FT or are they all used up? Right. Vice captain Saka or Foden? Foden. Can't afford Sob. Good to go. Yeah, good to go. All good there, man. Eddie, here we go, Eddie. Apologies. Right. That was Virgil, Chalobah, O'Reilly, Timber, Anderson, Saka, Enzo, Foden, Haaland, Thiago. 4 free transfers, 1 in the bank. Would you... Enzo to Semenyo. That's what I'll be going there. Go with that, Eddie, if you can. Trez play, please advise 3 free transfers: Raya, Timber, Virgil, O'Reilly, Richard, Saka, Foden, Minta, Haaland, Thiago, Waltermaid. Get Waltermaid out of there. Bench Anderson, Rodon, wanna sell Walt, yeah. So 3 free transfers: Waltermaid to 1, 2, you've only 3 in midfield. Waltermaid to Guy, and then surely you can do a Xhaka or an Anderson to is that Anderson of Nottingham Forest? I'm assuming it is. Surely you can do one of those to Semenyo. Trez play or Treslin play. Go with that. Tavernier or Senesi. Tavernier the attacker. He could do well this week. A nice differential. Ross, 5 free transfers. Should I use them all now or keep them? Wildcard next week. At least use 1 anyway. Go with that. Use 1. Let me know the team though. Send it in and we'll help you with your transfers. Hamad, the type of live stream we were waiting for the whole week. Good to see you, mate. Appreciate that. Love to hear that. I won't lie, it was a struggle getting up earlier at the work Christmas party last night, but we're here, we're live, and that is class to see. That's why I got up, seeing comments like that. I'm making sure everyone is sorted before the deadline. Khalid, roll, all good there. If you can't afford Szoboszlai, you don't need him this week. Maybe downgrade Timber to a cheaper Arsenal defender to free up 0.2. Anyway, I can get to Wilson. I don't think I would. Waste of a transfer. Eddie's 0.1 short of Semenyo. Damn. 0.1 short. Any other options there? Maybe Wilson for short. Maybe Wilson for short term. Right, all good there. Happy Christmas FPL era. Duffer, good man. Keep up the great work. Hope the head is on 2 stores. Wilson a must for Anderson or Szoboszlai. I've done that transfer. Anderson to Szoboszlai. Roll the transfer. Right, Khalid, all good there. I brought on Raul Jimenez last week. Sell him to Ekatike. Probably would. That was probably a mistake bringing in Jimenez. If you can get to Ekatike in one move, go for that. Who's a better captain, Haaland or Foden? Haaland for the armband. Could do Bruno G to him. Either. Get rid of Muniz. How much? Right. FPL Scott, would you recommend downgrading Timber? No, Bruno G to Wilson. Maybe. Right, get him in there. Right, all good. Elliot Anderson, my bad. All good there. Any team news? Yeah, let's get scrolling here. Gives me an extra million. Do that and get some in. Thoughts? Barnes to Semenyo, Reinders to Tanaka. Thank you. Barnes to Semenyo, yeah. I'm assuming you need the money then, so go with that. That's all good there. Donnarumma, Anderson, Timber, Hincapie, Senesi, Bruno, Saka, Foden, Semenyo, Thiago, Haaland. Subs are Dubravka, Xhaka, Mukulele, Guy. 1 free transfer. Should I roll? I'd roll there. Go with that. 5 minutes to the deadline. Make sure you are locking in your teams. Make sure if you are using your triple captain, get that locked in then as well. A couple of new subs there, which is great to see. We're 15 subs off hitting 8.7k. If you are watching and you haven't subscribed, please do consider heading on down there, clicking subscribe on the channel. That'd be very much appreciated. 5 minutes ago, as I said, if you are playing your triple captain, get it locked in. Right, this is how we're looking before the deadline here. Triple captaincy is active. Raya, O'Reilly, Virgil, Timber, Szoboszlai, Wilson, Bruno, Foden, Saka, Thiago and Haaland. I like my team. Szoboszlai's a doubt. I think he might be okay if he was back training. Let's have a look. Is there any team news anyway? Have Mukulele first sub if Szoboszlai or Thiago don't even play. Esteve right after that then as well. So there is cover at least. We might get some def on it. We'll see. Right. Okay, all good there, right. Doesn't look like there's any team news scrolling here now, which is fair enough. Let's get this going. Make sure I have the Foden vice captain all good there. Start Tarkowski, Forrest, Anderson or Alderete. Forrest, Anderson there. I think yeah, go for it. Let me just send this in then. Foden vice captain. Right, Sanchez, Royf or Pickford. Pickford isn't too bad for the next couple of weeks. Maybe just go with Pickford. My defence is Anderson, Timber, O'Reilly, Senesi and LaCroix. Need to bench one defender. Who would you recommend? Need to bench one. Probably LaCroix. Start Anderson, Timber, O'Reilly, Senesi. All good there. Reinders to Wilson or Roll. Have 3 free transfers. Go for it. Get Wilson in. Do that move. Sanchez, Saliba, Anderson, Richards, Mbeumo, Foden, Rogers, Sarr, Anderson, Haaland, Mateta, Thiago. 1.1 the bank and 5 free transfers. You have to use one. Mbeumo to Bruno. Get that done at least then as well. Sarr has to go then as well. If you can get Sarr to Semenyo, maybe you can't do that. Maybe Sarr to Wilson. So 2 free transfers at least, Ross. Get those locked in if you haven't done so already. Igor Jesus or Anderson from Fulham. Start the attacker. Go with that. Higgins is asking, are we wearing Christmas jumpers? No, we're not wearing Christmas jumpers today. Under 6 replacement for Reinders, Harry Wilson. Go with that, Harry Wilson. All good. Triple captain on Haaland, yes, definitely go with that. 225 votes, 59% on Haaland triple captain, 41% are not. Anyone else here? Thanks, mate. All good, Scott. Good man. Right, that's everyone got back in the Patreon. 2 minutes to go until the deadline. If you are still watching and you haven't subscribed, please do consider going down there. Click and subscribe. Your support is very much appreciated. And thank you for the support all season. It really, really is appreciated. Pickford for out of those. 5.8 million. Anyone? Midfielder. Wilson. Get him in. Ross, we said that. All good. Henry, Donnarumma, Anderson, Timber. 1 free transfer. Should I roll that? Raya, Timber, O'Reilly, Richards on the bench. Van Heck, Mukelele. Any thoughts? Defence is all good there. Maybe move Mukelele for a sub. Thoughts? Barnes and Semenyo. Get Semenyo in for that. All good. Hi mate, my team is Raya, Timber, Chalaba, Richards, O'Reilly, Bruno, Foden, Wilson, Rice, Thiago and Haaland triple captain. Any changes? Got Bone and Virgil on the bench. Start Virgil over Richards there. That's what I'll be saying. Go with that. Anderson or Richards this week. Anderson out of those. Raya, Timber, O'Reilly, Richards on the bench. Any thoughts? Leave that defence as is. Wilson or Tanaka? Wilson, if that's Harry Wilson, not Callum Wilson. Wilson, go with that. A minute to go. Play Anderson or Mukelele? Anderson. I play Anderson over Mukelele. Go with that. Right, 1 minute to go. Get those teams locked in. Haaland triple captain is active, and that's going to be it now for another stream. There we go. Deadline has passed. 11 o'clock has just hit. Before you head off, do give the stream a like if you haven't done so already. Great to see we're on nearly 50-60 likes, which is great to see for an hour going. Apologies once again, I was late on stream then as well, but that was because the Christmas party was last night. But we're back to ourselves now after chatting for the last hour or so. Yeah, as I said before you go, head on down there, click like and click subscribe if you haven't done so already. Need Haaland triple captain to produce the goods today now. So if you wouldn't mind at least getting a double-digit return, that'd be very, very much appreciated. Yeah, Wilson is in for Anderson. 1 move done. Just might be a week late on that, but let's see if you can get something at least. I'll take an attacking return, especially with Fulham at home. Best of luck, everyone. William, appreciate that. Before you do drop off, I just want to say a happy Christmas to you all. Do spend time with your families over this. Forget about FPL. We don't have to worry about FPL until the 26th now. I'll be streaming on the 26th on St. Stephen's Day, United and Newcastle that week. But yeah, fingers crossed we can finish off game week 17 with a green arrow. We should be online for a green arrow with Haaland triple captain. All the best, mates. Efforts much appreciated. Hamad Erabu, thank you, man. Appreciate that. Erabu indeed. Hamad Abu for that. Good man, Hamad. Right, I'm going to hop off here. Just want to, as I said, wish you all a Merry Christmas. Thank you so much for the support so far this season. The channel has been growing strong, and it's all down to you, the viewers, and all you who tune in here every week and support the channel as much as you can. So I really do appreciate that. Shout out to William there, as always. He's been a massive support to the channel for the last 2 or 3 years, which is unbelievable to see William for sticking on. And he's absolutely flying, which is great to see. So hopefully he can stay there until game week 38. Right, we're going to leave it there. So I need a coffee. I need something anyway after that, but I'm actually a bit better for after chatting the last hour or so. But yeah, Hallen triple captain, all eyes on him at 3 o'clock. And yeah, enjoy the Christmas. We'll see you all on St. Stephen's Day evening for a Game Week 18 deadline stream. And we'll be one step closer to the top 10k, hopefully, by then. Thanks for watching. Best of luck for the week. Haaland double-digit return incoming. Let's see how he gets on. Era boo. We'll see you in the next video.